y'all don't have to hold it. Touching all day. Okay, so the object of this game is that we're all in a circle, and I want you to volunteer to be in the middle. That person has to go to another person in the circle, look them in their eyes, and say, "Honey, will you smile for me?"
Honey, will you smile?
Yes. The person, you're in the circle, so you have to keep a straight face when the person asks for you to smile. Say, "I can't smile." Whoever breaks the smile is the next person, like the next volunteer. Okay? So the purpose of this game is to show emotion and to try to keep a straight face. So, who wants to volunteer first?
Okay, so the reflection part of my video, I think I did pretty well. The only thing I could have been more descriptive about the activity and what the goal was of the activity. I only told 2 goals of the activity, so that was something that I could improve on.
Okay, so we're done with the activity. Okay, what did y'all like or learn about the activity?
I learned that I can't smile under pressure, and I'm glad. I heard it's kind of easy to make somebody smile if you're doing something silly versus something like asking them to smile, because I ain't do too much.
One thing I noticed I could did better was I could have did debriefing during the activity. Also, I realized that I could have made sure the directions were clear, because I noticed during the time a lot of them didn't understand the concept of it. So I feel like I should have made sure all directions were clear and made sure if any questions were answered before the activity. I think I did pretty great with the feedback. I let everyone give their feedback. I did give a little debriefing because I noticed that some people it was hard to focus and things like that. So I think that was pretty well. The main thing was getting the attention of the group and making sure everyone understood everything first and then conducting the activity.
We're gonna make it.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Okay, yeah.
All right, how are you? My name is Destiny Surratt. I'm from the therapeutic program. What's your name?
Sally.
Okay, today I'll be asking you questions discussing about what you like to do during your free time. Okay? So, I personally, I like to sleep during my free time or shop. What is something you like to do during your free time?
Ride a bicycle.
Ride a bicycle? Okay. Do you like riding a bicycle with other people or by yourself?
I don't know.
Have you ever tried to do it with other people possibly? Would you be open to, riding your bicycle with others?
My bicycle with other people?
Yeah. Like a group thing, y'all can all ride your bicycles together?
Not my bicycle.
No.
Somebody would ride their bicycle.
Correct, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. What is something you like to do physically?
Ride a bicycle.
Ride a bicycle?
Physically, it's a
Yeah. Okay.
I like to dance.
Really?
Is that physically?
Yeah. You like to dance? I like to dance too. Do you like to, have you went to Zumba before? Or are you dancing all the time? Will you dance? Where do you dance at?
At the park.
Oh, at a party? So you like dancing with other people or by yourself?
We have a party
Mm-hmm.
and then we have dancing at the party.
Do you like doing most things that you enjoy? Do you like doing it more by yourself or with others? You don't know? Are you usually surrounded by others?
I live at the group home.
Sorry.
I live at the group home. I don't live by myself.
Right. Okay. So you're usually doing stuff with other people. Do you enjoy doing those things?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I don't like having to take the trash out. Has a smell.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a raccoon at the
Oh,
garbage
no.
too.
Do you do it often? Do you have to take out the trash?
It's my turn.
So is that daily or?
We have a chart,
Mm-hmm.
so whenever it says it's my turn on the chart.
So, why don't you like taking out trash because it smells?
I'm afraid of the raccoons.
I would be too. I don't like trash as well. I hate the smell. Okay. Is there other things you would like to do during your free time that you maybe don't have a chance to do?
I'd like to go on a boat.
Oh, that would be cool. I've been on a boat before. It's relaxing.
I've never been on a boat. What kind of boat did you go?
It was kind of like a, I don't know, it's like a bigger boat. I wouldn't say it's like a yacht because it's not like that, but it was kind of like a party type boat. You know, you dance, which is something you enjoy to do.
You danced on the boat?
Yeah, because they were playing music and things like that. I mean, not too much dancing because you have to be safe, but
Well, you didn't have to paddle the boat.
no.
Who was paddling the boat?
Well, there was someone like driving the boat. Yeah, so it was one of those type
It
of
was a
boats.
big boat.
Yeah. Would you enjoy riding on a big boat?
I want to go on a boat where you paddle.
Have you tried like kayaking?
I haven't been in a boat. You have a dog on your shoulder?
I do.
Do you have a dog?
I do have a dog. Her name's Piper. Do you have any animals, or have you ever had any animals?
I'd like to have a dog.
Really? They can be very fun.
My dog would be Rocky.
Oh, would you name your dog Rocky?
Somebody said their dog was Rocky and it was a black dog. That would be what I would like if I could have a dog.
You want to be black?
Black dog.
I have a white dog.
Is that your dog?
No, this is not my dog. This is just a symbol for the clothing that I wear. But
Is your dog a big dog?
no, she's a very small dog. Very small. She's a Bichon.
That's a lot of words. That's a big shot.
Yeah, so like a white fluffy dog, basically. Yeah,
You have to give her back.
I do. And comb her, so she gets it. Could be a lot of maintenance. Oh yeah, I would love to. She likes other people.
What's your dog name?
Piper. Well, it was nice speaking to you today. We'll come back next week and, discuss some more things you like to do. Nice meeting you.
For my reflection, I think I did very well. The only thing I think I could have did is spoke just a tad bit louder. Okay, so I did the AHI process accepting, and as you can see in the video, I'm telling the class to get relaxed and stretch out their arms because this activity is strictly made for relaxing and releasing stress. So as you see a video, I'm saying breathe, and I'm making sure that everyone has an equal amount of space to stretch out, because you do need, if you're with a group, you do need to spread out. That is very important for the activity. So just at this moment, I'm making sure that everyone is stretched out and hands out. Okay. So now I'm explaining forward. So basically, you're going to have your hands stretched out. You're going to stretch them wide out. Okay, so we're going to stretch our arms out to the right outward. Inhale. Bring it back into the palm. Exhale. Then we're going to bring it back out. Inhale. Bring it back in.
exhale, bring it back to the middle. Then we're going to turn out our legs, stretch all the way out, inhale, stretch all the way back in, exhale. And then we're just going to do the same thing with the other hand. Outward inhale. Okay, and this is just the part where I'm just inward, the whole class gets it, and just reflecting back on how they felt or if they have any feedback, and also giving them suggestions on if they ever feel stressed, if this would be a good technique to use as well. And that's the end of my activity. Okay, as I stated before, this process is mainly for relaxing, stress reliever, and just to really let go of that stress or necessarily that pain. I know a lot of populations that use this technique is people that are under pressure, under stress. Also, I read that people that have like pain in their knees or pain in their joints, basically something to relax them and get their mind off of that struggle. Also, I would say that several contractions that will be used for this technique is some people may not be able to stretch out their hands as wide, which is fine. Just long as they have that breathing part is the main issue. I wouldn't suggest anyone that maybe has open sores or ulcers to do this activity. One movement that would be part of this technique is stretching out, because that's the main thing. You're stretching out your arms and you're bringing them in together. And one another technique or advice I would give about doing this is that just make sure that if you're facilitating the activity, make sure that everyone is aware and make sure everyone is calm and you know, really zoomed out. I would maybe suggest that maybe they close their eyes and maybe think of a happy place or something like that so they can get relaxed, because the more relaxed they are, the more effective the activity is. For my aquatic therapy video, I think I did pretty well with explaining the activity. I also think that I made sure I got the attention of others. Obviously, I would have to be more louder with the outside noise. And also, I could have got better attention of the class. Like, I noticed that some people are having side conversations. And so I could have gave feedback with that to make sure I had the classes full of attention. Okay, for these series of pictures, I will be talking about sensory stimulation. We went to Thomasville living facility, and we did an activity called bird feeder pine cones. And for the bird feeder pine cones, use peanut butter, bird seed, and a pine cone. And this is good for sensory stimulation because not only it's for the touch, they can feel the texture of the seeds. They can also, if they get the peanut butter on their hands, they can feel the peanut butter. They can also, even though they weren't allowed to taste the peanut butter, but peanut butter is for a taste as well, and also for the smell. Also, the pine cones had a smell as well, which a lot of patients related to, that it smelled like outside and it reminded them of this, or the smell of the peanut butter reminding them of maybe they liked a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or they like peanut butter. This really brought out multiple senses for them, and the texture of the seeds. They compare them to different type of bird seeds. So this was a great activity for sensory stimulation.